only trades you need to know about today, starting with number 10 and Morgan Stanley. The New York Bank downgraded to neutral at Susquehanna based on valuations following the shares near 8% climb on Friday off of the company's earnings beat. Susquehanna maintaining its price target of $24 a share. Dom?
Well, number 9, Betty, is DuPont. The largest U.S. chemical maker announced fourth quarter earnings that came in ahead of analyst estimates amid strong demand from North American automakers, really driving profit at the company's performance materials unit, which makes plastics parts for all of those automobiles. Sheila.
Well, number 8 is Caterpillar. Shares of the machine maker are lower in the pre-market this morning as the company plans to take a $580 million charge after uncovering, quote, deliberate and coordinated accounting misconduct by managers at a Chinese company ahead of Caterpillar's purchase of the unit. Betty?
Very interesting story, Sheila. Thank you. Well, at number 7, the world's biggest maker of healthcare products forecasting full-year earnings lower than analysts estimated after worldwide consumer sales fell 2.9% last year to $14.4 billion. Alix?
And number 6, the saga of Boeing keeps on going. Shares of the airplane manufacturer set to open in the red this morning as the supplier for its lithium-ion batteries faces scrutiny from Japanese and American regulators. Boeing's Dreamliner has been grounded until officials can determine if the batteries pose a danger to the planes. Sheila.
Number 5 is Deutsche Bank. Germany's biggest bank was asked by the nation's financial regulator to simulate a split of its business based on proposals. That is according to sources. Now, this is, of course, as regulators toughen rules to try and avoid taxpayer-led bailouts. Betty?
And at number 4 is Dell. The computer maker, which may be taken private, has hired the boutique investment bank Evercore Partners, according to sources, to advise a special committee and attest whether or not the company could get a better offer than the one made by the private equity firm Silver Lake.
Well, number 3, Betty, is Google. All eyes on them. We're keeping our eyes on shares of the web giant ahead of its earnings release after the closing bell. Analysts are calling for earnings per share to come in at $10.57, nearly 15% higher than last quarter's adjusted earnings. Alix.
Number 2 is Verizon, the second largest U.S. phone company, missing earnings estimates this morning as a record number of new wireless subscribers led to a surge in smartphone subsidies, which squeezed profits. Betty.
All right, guys, and number 1, your biggest stock to watch this morning is Research in Motion. Shares of the BlackBerry maker trading near their highest levels in a year after the CEO said the company is considering licensing out its software and perhaps selling its hardware production unit, although the company is currently focused on the debut of the BlackBerry 10, which is due for next week. Is going to be a game changer, perhaps, for RIM.